All right, welcome back to the channel. And today in this video, I'm going to show you how to further get more value out of using a tool like Claude.ai, which I think is one of the absolute best tools to use for generating unique content for your site. Now, as I talked about in a previous video, if you've seen that, one of the primary reasons that we're doing this is because a lot of AI-generated content is not unique. What's happening is AI is going out and scraping content that already exists. And of course, it's going to be very challenging to get that ranked in Google because Google looks at it as essentially redundant content because it's just mimicking everything that's already ranking. If you have a niche that is very unique or the content is not well organized in that niche, then of course, maybe you'll have a better chance of ranking. But this is generally something that needs to change if you hope to get better rankings for your site. So this is why we're going to use something like Claude.ai. And today I'm going to show you, because I'm getting requests on how you actually go through and make each part of a blog post. So I'm just going to start with something simple, which is go with the titles. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up Claude. Okay, if you should have access to it in the US or the UK. You can, of course, use a VPN for this and get a phone number temporarily to confirm it. Then you'll get access to this awesome tool. Why do we use Claude? Because number one, first and foremost, it allows almost 100,000 tokens. So this gives us a lot of stuff that we can feed into the AI to be able to use as a reference to create the content that we're looking for. Now, one of the things that I really like to do, and the reason why this is super useful, is because you can upload huge PDFs, okay? Now, one in particular, I'm going to show you why we do this, is because there is gobs of free content out there that is available in things like PDFs and so forth that people use as lead magnets that is very, very useful. So what we don't want to do is to always be generating things from complete scratch, right? There's no reason to do this when there's already great resources that are free. So to give you an example out of this, if we look at one of these PDFs that is given away as a lead magnet from someone such as, for example, Digital Marketer will give you the ultimate social media swipe file, okay? So this is a lead magnet that they have created that is immensely valuable. And in it, there's just a lot of great content in it. Namely, one of the things that I want, which is 72 headline formulas to get more clicks from social media. So here they have already done the work and put together all these quality headlines and so forth. This is a 37-page PDF. So what I did is actually upload this PDF to Claude. And then I say, read the following document and extract a full list of potential headlines to use. Now, what it'll do is it'll take that 37-page document, it will read through it, and then what it did for me is pull all of those different headline options out that were recommended. And then all I need to do is to copy that and then go over to a spreadsheet and just drop them all in there. So now I have a template of all of the different headlines. And I've done this with a couple of different PDFs. This one in particular is a format for how to design headlines. And these are all things that we can use. Now, one of the things if you've been using AI for a while, you've noticed is that the headlines are very redundant and they end up being something like to the effect of the ultimate guide to, or the best of, or whatever. It's just very generic headlines. And those are not going to get a lot of great clicks, especially when you're using them over and over and over again, okay? So here we have all of these different options. So now I have a social media swipe file of different types of headlines. These, of course, can be used for blog posts as well. So number one, the huge benefit of using Claude is to be able to just upload a lot of PDFs to extract all the resources for the different parts of the blog post or the content that we're looking to create. I have an awesome one on the viral post templates for social media. I'll be doing a video on this one soon, but it'll blow your mind how useful it really is. So we're going to go through that first, okay? Then we have our blog post titles. The next thing that we're going to want to do is to obviously go into search. We're going to put in our primary keyword. In this case, I'm just going to use Java Finder, the test website here for the example. Let's say I want to generate a post on best espresso tamper mat. Okay, this pops up. Now, normally what we would see here is in the past, Uber Suggest would pop up here in the corner, just a plugin to add that you could see the domain authority and so forth. For whatever reason, it's not working, not on this browser at the moment, so I'm gonna have to see what's going on there. But when I first scroll through here, I wanna look at the domain authority that I'm trying to compete against. Now, it's good. Obviously, you're gonna see sites that are big names, high domain authority, and those are the ones that obviously you're going to want to use as examples. But throughout your search results, you're going to find that there are sites that don't seem to really fit. So you might see sites with a very low domain authority, maybe, for example, a 20 or a 30. That in particular is a sign that you need to use that headline or that post as an example, because if you have a low domain authority, they're doing something right that we want to model. Now, if you're using Google Search Labs, and make sure that you have the add to spreadsheet turned on, this will make your life a little bit easier so that when you scroll over, it'll have the option to just add it to a spreadsheet. So when you click on that, you can create a new spreadsheet. And of course here we can just say best espresso tamper mat. And that way we have a spreadsheet that we can create. So we see something that we like, we can just go ahead and add that into the spreadsheet to make life a little easier. All those little tricks are helpful because they help you save time. So I don't have the domain authority here, but first and foremost, I'm probably just going to add the first result on there because it's obviously ranking. So I'm just going to go ahead and click that button there and it will add it. Okay, so done, and then we move on. So when you look through your headlines here, one of the things that we're noticing is that, of course, the word best is used in there. So obviously that's important. And we're also seeing years in here, 2023. I think I saw that a few down, 2023. So that's in there a couple of times. The other thing that we're noticing here is numbers like this, 3 reasons, that's 7. Okay, so we're seeing that a couple of times. New mat with portafilter, okay. A couple of different options, but we saw some numbers up there, okay. Top is in here as well. So top seems to be another option here instead of best. And so when we go through here, just kind of getting an idea of what types of headlines might be ranking. And of course, where we're seeing them from. What I wanted to bring to your attention is Reddit. If a Reddit post is ranking, not 100% of the time, but if you're seeing something like a Reddit, or you're seeing a Facebook post, or you're seeing a YouTube video, you need to take note of that, because if Reddit is ranking, it's possible that we can get good ranking even without a high domain authority, possibly. Okay, so we'll just stick a couple of those in there. Let's grab this one and we'll add that, hit done. Okay, and then we'll do this one and done, just for demonstration purposes, right? But you want to get a mixture. Now those are going to be on the new spreadsheet, okay? So when we go through this, we're going to take into account this, but I find that actually later on in the process, after we generate some new headlines, we can start to compare. Okay, so we're back in Claude, and I went ahead and did this ahead of time just to save a little bit of time. So I created the query here, create a list of potential compelling blog post titles for the main keyword best espresso tamper mat, using the following list as a reference. And what did I drop in there? I dropped in my blog post titles. So we extracted that from the PDF. So as we go through here, it generates all of those. And these are very, very good, compelling blog post titles. So based upon that, we see, for example, brew espresso like a barista with the best tamper mat, stop making a mess and get the best espresso tamper mat, tamp like a pro with the best espresso tamper mats 2023. Just a lot of good ones. It stopped a little short. As usual, you have to keep prompting it to give you some more. And I got even more. So there's a couple of things that you can do with this, because now you have to go through all of those. You could start comparing what you're seeing here to what is currently ranking in the search engine results and try to create something similar. Or you can try using something else that would create a unique headline that would work within that search query. So depends on the way you want to go about this. But everybody wants to say there's a definitive answer, but there is not. I suggest that you play around with these things and rotate titles, test them out, and then see what works the best. But here's just an example of something I might do. I say narrow the list to the top 5 that would most likely get the highest click-through rates. That's an interesting question to ask the AI. And let's see what it said here. It says, here's my top picks for the headlines that get the highest click-through rates. Brew cafe quality espresso at home with the best tamper mat. Take 30 seconds to tamp like a barista with the best mat. Never mess up a shot again with the best espresso tamper mat. I like that one. So my rationale. So it gives you a rationale for this. They promise a desirable result. They speak directly to pain points. They focus on quick fixes or hacks using the temper mat. They compare results, and then they have direct headlines that clearly explain the benefit. Now, here's something interesting. When you look at the rationale, I would actually take those rationales and think about some content ideas, because those are actually really good. Pain points like sticky grounds and messed up shots. Well, we should write some content around that, okay? But interesting. So it says, let me further provide alternative suggestions. So what I would grab one of these titles here, and that obviously would be the starting point. You could also grab these and you can compare them against what you found in the previous blog search, the title search when you were in Google. So we can grab the previous ones that we looked at and we say, review these top ranking blog titles and select the best new title that would likely rank. So we can do something like that and then see what Claude produces. Now it says, after reviewing the top ranking titles, here's a new title I could suggest that would possibly rank well. Achieve perfect tamps every time. Why the best espresso tamper mat is non-negotiable. Wow, that is a pretty good title. So it promises a deliverable result, focuses on a specific solution, uses authoritative phrases, and a similar structure like other sites. So you can actually go through this, and I think the idea here that I'm trying to show you is the logic here. Number one, we get all these great titles. We generate a list of titles from the AI based upon that, and then we ask it to compare those titles to what is currently ranking for the AI to sift through it based on its own logic and parameters and select one for us. So now we have options on how we can create some uniqueness. Okay, so now we have created a great title, and we can take this title and go to the next step. And the next step would be actually going into our content generator AI, if using something like ZimWriter or so forth, which I'm going to show you in another video, or Neuron Writer, etc., all these various tools, or continue writing in Claude 2 or in ChatGPT, depending on what you have available for you. But I want to show you a couple of different options. So that way we can continue the process of making this unique content and leveraging some of these PDFs that are already out there that have already given us some great information, although slightly incomplete, that we can feed into the AI to make unique content. All right, so I hope that's helpful. I want you to go out and start playing with this now and see what kind of awesome titles you can generate. And if you like this video, of course, you think this is helpful, these kinds of strategies, give me a thumbs up. Like this video, comment down below, and of course, subscribe to the channel so you get notified anytime these new videos come up. And I'll see you on the next video where we'll be talking about how to actually take this headline and move it into the next steps.